Think like a lot of institutions, we're at the beginning of this. And one of the things that's really important for us is to make sure that we're paying careful attention and we've got good governance in place. And the governance is important because we really like that student experience is everything. We want to make sure that our students have a consistent and excellent student experience across the entire journey. And to do that in an AI environment that is rapidly evolving with tools springing up everywhere, we really need to make sure that we understand what are our values, what's our vision, what are the guidelines for practice, what's our institutional disposition, on the different aspects of agentic AI, especially agentic AI, where it's going to, interact with students or be agents to support student success personnel across the institution. So we are working right now in a partnership with Protagonist AI on developing prototypes to support students who are engaging with us as prospects who are interested in learning more about NU, to engage with them and give them better information, not better information, but more flexible ways to get the information that they seek as they engage with us, and really to maintain that high level of engagement. We're working there. We are working, I think, with our academic partners really closely, who are very interested in supporting one, the learning of students so that students can learn and be prepared for the workforce and for using AI effectively in the workforce, and in using AI responsibly and ethically to support student learning in the coursework. And I'd say that, that takes on a variety of shapes, depending on the school and the project that's underway. Again, with that guidance of our emerging AI governance structure. And then I think, it's worth calling out the work that we're doing to develop AI agents that support our personnel, right? That support our frontline staff in making the best use of time with their students, by not having to dig around for information, by having that at their fingertips and getting support that they need. So we're working on some tools there. Um, I, you know, I also think it's really important that we're working on the data side, with generative AI and with the analytics tools that are becoming more regularly available. We work in my student success science team with a tool called Canvas AI, and that's a tool that's built for qualitative data coding and analysis. And we've experimented with many, and we have found that that one has really helped us to much more quickly get qualitative information um, into a format that we can actually map changes and trend over time. So, for instance, we run a Net Promoter Score survey twice a year. Net Promoter is the question that you may get from a lot of vendors in your personal life, right? How likely are you to recommend, X vendor based on your experience today? And so for us, we ask our students, how likely are you to recommend National University to your friends and colleagues on a scale of 1 to 10? And then the two follow-up questions are, please tell us why you gave us that score and what can we do to improve? Well, we've got several years of data now of this NPS score. And by using these AI coding assistant tools, we're actually able now to not only quickly, with a human in the loop, to always validate what we're finding. And we've really done careful work there. But we can now get the themes out really quickly. We can disaggregate those themes by school, by topic really quickly. And now we're actually tracking those themes in terms of how they change and morph over time, and saying, hey, you know what? Comments on advising have actually improved in sentiment and gone down in frequency. Or we're starting to see emerging themes around student questions of whether faculty are using AI in grading. And so we're starting to get really nuanced even in what we can detect and how we can quantify the change over time in sentiment and frequency of mentions. So that's been really exciting. And it's also helping us synthesize across multiple data sources to, I think, provide more nuanced intelligence, right? About like, hey, here's what they're saying in course evaluations. Here's what they're saying in Net Promoter Score. Here's what they're saying in our student engagement survey. Here's how it comes together and what it means for you in that school, or for you in that program, or for you who works on student wellness. So really excited about that. I think human in the loop is very important. The governance is very important. The quality of your data. You don't want garbage in, garbage out. Really important. Um, I think for all of us, it's still very emergent, right? And we haven't locked down like some, I think, core set of tools that that I can talk about yet. But we're learning, we're testing, we're evolving with it.